Welcome to Fenway Park. It's the middle game of the three-game series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, and welcome to Red Sox baseball. Well, the Red Sox, getting down early in yesterday's game, came back strong and scored 7 runs. It wasn't enough, but the numbers for the Red Sox offensively have been staggering against the Blue Jays in the season series. We'll take a look at some of the numbers. The Red Sox as a team are hitting .313 against the Blue Jays this year, with double-digit hits in 6 of the 10 games they played. The 78 runs account for close to 18% of the Red Sox total run production on the year. And the 18 home runs are just one more than the combined total the Red Sox have hit against the other 3 American League East opponents this season. We welcome in Jerry Remy, and Jerry talking about the offense. The Red Sox yesterday with good offensive numbers, but a great day for Jacoby Ellsbury.
Terrific day here at the park for Jacoby Ellsbury yesterday, and he did everything in his power to try to get the Red Sox back in the ball game. 4 hits on the afternoon, but Jacoby using center field a couple of times. Nice line shot out to center field. Another ball out in that direction. Had a ball that deflected off the pitcher yesterday where he picks up a base hit, as you can see right here, right off the top of the glove. After that, it's lights out. There's no chance to get Jacoby. And that's the way he's been playing recently. Over his last 4 games, he has been absolutely outstanding for the Red Sox. You see the numbers of .556, 10 for 18 in that span, a double, a triple, an RBI, and 3 runs scored. And he is playing like the all-star that he was named to just the other day. What a proud moment for Jacoby Ellsbury. After last season, all the injuries that he had, and to come back this year to be an all-star performer really has to make him feel good.
Well, Jacoby Ellsbury and the Red Sox taking on the Toronto Blue Jays tonight from Fenway Park as we get ready for Game 2. Coming your way in a bit. We're back with more right after this. Three-game series between the Blue Jays and the Red Sox. Welcome back inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo as the Red Sox and Blue Jays get ready for Game 2. Yesterday, a tough game for the Red Sox. The Blue Jays scored early and often, and Travis Snyder, who's been in the minor leagues since April the 29th, really had a great day yesterday for Toronto. The former first-round pick from 2006 tied a career high with 3 hits yesterday, going 3 for 5 with 3 doubles, 2 RBIs, and again playing in his first game in over 2 months in the majors. Blue Jays opening day starting lineup for Snyder, who was sent down to the minors and hit just 184 to begin the year. Hit very well, though, in Las Vegas. Toronto's AAA affiliate, he hit .333 with 21 doubles in 49 games before returning to the major leagues. So he looked good yesterday. The Blue Jays' bats looked good yesterday, and the Blue Jays take Game 1 of this series. Well, Kevin Youkilis is not in the starting lineup tonight for the Boston Red Sox. With more, here's Heidi Watney.
Yeah, John, Kevin Youkilis is not in that starting lineup tonight after being hit by a pitch in the upper back yesterday. He said the ball hit on a nerve that runs right up into his neck and caused his neck to immediately stiffen up.
My neck stiffened up, and I had stuff go through my head, but it was just basically my whole entire neck up into, just basically just locked up on me, it felt like. So, I don't know, I thought I got hit higher than I actually did. But when I saw where the mark was, it was actually a little lower.
Terry Francona is hoping the day off today can help rest a few of Youkilis's ailments. He's been dealing with a strained ankle as well. Now, meanwhile, Carl Crawford continues to improve. He ran the bases and took early batting practice today. Terry Francona said he had another great day for the third straight day and could be close to coming off the disabled list. He is still not sure if Crawford will come off the DL before the All-Star break. Don?
Thanks, Heidi. On the mound tonight for the Jays is Brett Cecil. He's just 1-3 with a 7.24 earned run average. The first pitch from Fenway is coming your way next. By your New England Subaru dealers, AT&T, Toyota's official website for deals via Toyota.com, and by Southwest Airlines. Good evening once again, everybody. Welcome to what is now cloud-covered Fenway Park to get this game started tonight. The Red Sox have taken the field, so let's check out the visiting Toronto Blue Jays starting nine. Rajai Davis leading it off in center field with Corey Patterson in left. Jose Bautista is at third base with Adam Lind at first base. Edwin Encarnacion is the DH. Big day yesterday, as we highlighted in the open, for Travis Snyder. He's in right. JP Arancibia does the catching. He had the day off yesterday. It is John McDonald at shortstop batting eighth. And Mike McCoy is at second base. He bats ninth. On the mound for the Red Sox tonight is Jon Lester, who makes his 18th start of the year. He's 10-4 with a 3.43 earned run average in 110 and a third innings, 105 Ks at 238 opponent batting average. And a win last time out against Philadelphia, 7 shutout innings for Jon Lester, who in his career is 9-4 against the Toronto Blue Jays.
The Red Sox are third in the league in defense. They've made 43 errors on the season. It'll be Michael Navarro at third base, Marco Scudero the shortstop, Dustin Pedroia at second, and Adrian Gonzalez the first baseman. Left to right, Dono McDonald, Jacoby Ellsbury, and J.D. Drew. And doing the catching, Jason Varitek. The Red Sox defense is brought to you by Jordan's Furniture.
Jon Lester ready to work here to Rajai Davis, the center fielder and speedster for the Jays. First pitch of the ball game to Davis is fouled off to the right, now to play. Davis hitting at 237 coming into tonight's action with a home run and 18 runs batted in. Leads the Blue Jays in stolen bases with 22. It's good for fourth in the American League in that category. And there's 6 triples. Tied for second. No one is in there for strike 2, and it's 0-2. 94 on the fastball that time from Lester. Back on May 11th, Rajai Davis had a career high 4 hits against the Red Sox. Kind of highlighted the numbers for the Red Sox against the Jays. Jays got some pretty good offensive numbers against the Red Sox also. And certainly yesterday, no different. John Farrell's team scoring 7 runs out of the gate yesterday and had a 7-0 lead, able to hold on to a 9-7 win. Swing and a miss, and a nice start for Jon Lester. He strikes out Rajai Davis.
After 3 straight fastballs, the cut fastball from Jon Lester to pick up the strikeout. Look at the movement on this cutter. Going down and in, and Rajai Davis swings on top of it, and Lester picks up his first strikeout of the night.
Umpiring crew tonight, Brian Knight has a plate calling the balls and strikes with Tim McClelland at first base, Bob Davidson at second base, and the crew chief is Jerry Lane. He had the plate yesterday. He's at third tonight. 1 out for Corey Patterson.
Corey Patterson did not play last night as you look at his numbers on the season, or yesterday afternoon, I should say, but he's in there against Jon Lester because he's hitting .389 against Lester with a home run, lefty against lefty.
Patterson, of course, had that scary moment during the spring when Daniel Bard hit him in the head. You see the numbers against Lester, which include a home run. Former Oriole and Chicago Cub. Patterson with the foul tip of the dish is down 0-2. And Bard got him with a 98-mile-an-hour fastball at City of Palms Park in Fort Myers. And Patterson has faced Bard a couple of times since. 0-2 pitch. Patterson hits it hard on the ground, but Gonzalez at first will lead Lester to the bag for out number 2. Where available, this telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your television remote. Enjoy the game.
Buenas noches, amigos.
Comfortable conditions at Fenway Park tonight, 82 degrees. Breeze out to center field at 8 miles per hour. Partly cloudy is the forecast tonight. Right now, it is just that. Two down in the first inning, and here comes Jose Bautista. .329 average, 27 home runs, and 56 runs batted in. A .467 on base percentage. He leads the majors in home runs, walks, and OBP. Pitch in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Look at his ranks in the American League. He's moved from right field to third base this year to accommodate a couple of moves that the Jays wanted to make in the outfield. There is strike 2, and it's 0-2.
First changeup of the night by Jon Lester. Picks up a strike with it. Started him with a fastball. Comes back with a second pitch, a changeup.
Swing and a foul tip held on to by Baratek. 95 on the fastball. 1-2-3 first on 10 pitches. Red Sox are coming up. New England Chevy dealers. Jacoby Ellsbury had a great day yesterday. A 386 average against the Blue Jays this year. Marco Scudero at shortstop. Adrian Gonzalez at first base. Pedroia is at second base, back in that cleanup spot. David Ortiz at 329 against left-handed pitching, bats fifth. Ardell McDonald in left, bats sixth, with Jason Varitek doing the catching. J.D. Drew drops down to eighth as he's in right field. And Michael Navarro getting the start at third base. Kevin Youkilis with the night off. On the mound is Brett Cecil. Actually spent time in AAA this year after winning a total of 15 games last year in the big leagues. 1-3 this year. 7.24 earned run average. Last time out, a loss against Pittsburgh in 6 1/3, giving up 6 runs. He was 3-3 in his career. The 6.15 earned run average in 6 starts against Boston. And Jacoby Ellsbury in on the left side. Takes strike one. 4-hit day yesterday for Jacoby, who hits at .310. 9 home runs and 42 runs batted in. Ball and a strike to Ellsbury. Cecil making his 6th start in the major leagues. His option to Las Vegas back on April 20th after a start against the Yankees. It's in tight and it's 2-1. And back on June 30th to make that start against Pittsburgh last time out, and as mentioned, took the loss in that start. On the ground, foul down by the tarp, and it's 2-2. Fifth time Jacoby Ellsbury's had 4 hits in a game. Second time this season. He'd also done it back on June 4th against Oakland. Scudero moving to the 2 spot tonight. Breaking ball hit on the ground to second base. Mike McCoy's got it, and Ellsbury's retired for out number 1.
Let's take a look at the Toronto defense. They're 6th in the American League with 50 errors on the season. Jose Bautista at third base. John McDonald, the shortstop. Mike McCoy at second, and Adam Lynn, the first baseman. Left to right, Corey Patterson, Rajay Davis, and Travis Snyder. And J.P. Arancibia doing the catching for Cecil.
In there for strike one to Marco Scudero. Scudero moving to the 2 spot, hitting at .268. 3 home runs, 14 runs batted in. 1 for 3 in yesterday's game. There's strike 2. Marco now in 22 games since coming off the DL. First week of June 7th. Hitting at .296 since his return, and kind of coincided with Jed Lowry going on the DL, so he's been playing every day. Pops it up, foul, and out of play.
Well, the Red Sox, in one sense, have been very fortunate. You hate to see injuries, but when Marco went down with his injury, Jed Lowry was playing very well, and when Jed went down, Marco Scudero was playing very well. So you hate to see either guy get hurt, but at least somebody's been able to step up and do the job.
Of course, really the only story heading into spring training as far as jobs that were open. Marco Scudero named the shortstop by Terry Francona during the offseason, but Jed Lowry certainly vying for that spot and played well during the spring. But it has worked out playing time wise just due to those injuries so far. And Lowry working out again today on the field and getting close to the point where he can start taking some swings. And it's been a very slow process and a tough time for Jed Lowry just staying healthy in his young career. 0-2 to Marco Scudero as they try to come in. They do, and he cleans it out, foul. Was Marco getting a chance to play for the first time on a daily basis in the big leagues in Toronto. Remember the Blue Jays for a couple years after spending seasons with the Mets and the Oakland A's for the longest as a utility player, and as a result being able to ink this deal with the Red Sox. .02 is in the air to shallow right. Out goes McCoy, the second baseman, but Travis Snyder takes charge and handles out number 2. Two down for Adrian Gonzalez. .348, 16 homers and 75 runs batted in. Leads the majors in RBIs, total bases, extra base hits, doubles. Takes ball one. In there for a strike, 1-1. One is a swing and a miss, and it's 1-2.
First changeup we've seen today from Cecil, and a pretty good one. Down and out of the strike zone, gets Gonzalez to chase it.
Adrian yesterday 1 for 5, and all the guys going to the All-Star game have their stars on their jerseys. And up and in, Gonzalez gets hit. A 1-2 pitch that comes inside. On a fastball, and Gonzalez down to first base with 2 down.
Now, I couldn't tell whether that was a slider that didn't slide or a changeup, but certainly something off speed from Cecil, and it gets Gonzalez right on the right arm.
All-Star game on the hat as well. The star on the hat. Josh Beckett headed back to another All-Star game. 2 outs. Adrian Gonzalez at first. Dustin Pedroia likes hitting in this cleanup spot. Takes ball 1. 278, 7 homers, 38 runs batted in. It was 3 for 4. Check that, 1 for 4 yesterday with a walk. He was on base twice. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Challenged Dustin Pedroia with a fastball inside. That's usually one Dustin hits pretty hard, but no contact that time.
Likes this cleanup thing. 560 in the cleanup spot. 3 home runs, 8 runs batted in. He normally powers up. Sends this down the left field line, foul back into the grandstand.
Last time in that cleanup spot was against Philadelphia. 1 for 5 in that game, but that one hit was a home run.
Red Sox starting the day, game and a half back of the Yankees, who are atop the American League East. Red Sox lost yesterday, but so did the Yankees in Cleveland against the Indians last night. They're back there again tonight in the second inning without a score. Pedroia strikes out to end the first inning. Done with 1 from Fenway, no score. Chill Zone today to fill up on your absolute favorite fountain or frozen beverages for just 79 cents, any size, any time. The Chill Zone, only at Cumberland Farms. Second inning back at Fenway Park. No score as the Toronto Blue Jays come to bat against Jon Lester. Disposed of them quickly in the first. 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Just 10 first inning pitches for Lester. And Adam Lind leading it off here for the Jays. Swing and a miss for strike one. Lind, who despite playing just 60 games on the year, has 16 homers, 50 runs batted in, along with that .310 batting average, and now smack dab in the middle of this Toronto Blue Jays lineup. And with Lyle Overbay now in Pittsburgh, a chance for Lind to play on a daily basis at first base.
Oh, that was Lyle Overbay at Pittsburgh.
Yes,
huh? That was
same guy.
way down on the field.
Tough to tell from where we were. 1-1 is line to third. Navarro makes the catch for the first out.
Fastball toward the end of the bat of Adam Lind, and a kind of a soft line drive down to third base to Yamaiko Navarro, checking that bat for a spider crack.
One down here in the second inning for Edwin Encarnacion. 244, 6 homers, 19 runs batted in. Take strike one over the inside corner. And Lester 5 out of 5 and first pitch strikes so far in the game. Curveball is line foul, and it's 0-2. Elevates the fastball, and it's 1-2 to Encarnacion.
Now, John's got good velocity in that fastball tonight. 94-95 with that straight fastball.
In tight, 2-2. Lester with 2 strikeouts in the first inning is tired the first 4 Toronto Blue Jays he's faced in the game. Swing and a miss, strikes out Encarnacion. That's 3 Ks for Lester.
That's the cut fastball again, almost the identical pitch he threw to Rajai Davis back in the first inning. Cutting down and in and swinging above it was Encarnacion. 3 strikeouts for Lester is high in the season, 11. He did that against the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim.
2 down here in the second inning for Travis Snyder. 207 home run, 14 runs batted in. Sitting a season high 6 straight games, and chops one down the first baseline foul. Mentioned yesterday all of his time in AAA, and we revisited it today as part of the Open. Great day yesterday for him, 3 for 5 in his return to Toronto and the major leagues. Been in AAA since the 28th of April. Called on July 4th. Did he go? No, he did not. Actually, he did. 0-2.
Very tough to tell from the side. From the side, it didn't look like he did go, but called a strike by Knight, the home plate umpire.
Outside 1-2, 95 on the fastball. 2-2.
Lester trying to put him away with the curveball, but not a strike. Is it? Well, maybe it was a strike. The way Veritek caught it, it didn't look like a strike, but maybe when it crossed the plate, it was.
Swing and a miss. That's a strike, and it's 4 strikeouts for Jon Lester through 2 innings. We're scoreless from Fenway. Many Twitter followers as the Rem Dog, but that doesn't mean you can't follow them every weekday morning starting at 6 a.m. on the WEI Sports Radio Network. Tomorrow, Rem will join Dennis Callahan for his weekly appearance. Won't want to miss that on Boston's Best Morning Show on Sports Radio, WEI, and also right here on NESN.
All the grannies are home watching NESN right now. All of them. All the grannies.
A lot of coordination going on right there.
Yes.
David Ortiz leads it off here in the bottom of the second inning. Ortiz at 301, 17 homers, 49 runs batted in. On the ground foul, and it's 1-1.
Is it my imagination, or is Mike McCoy deeper than any second baseman we've seen so far?
I would agree.
Wow.
It's a long throw, even if he gets it.
Don, I'd be afraid to play out there if I was a second baseman. I couldn't make that throw. I'd be thinking about it. They'd probably bounce it there on 5 hops.
It's actually good news because it's Bautista that's out there, I think.
Oh, yeah, so he's got a better throwing arm. He's got a stronger throwing arm.
They got the third baseman out there. And then for a strike, and it's 1-2.
Actually, I'd be out of gas from running from third base out to that position.
Ortiz lines it down towards the right field corner. Going to rattle around as Snyder will try to dig it out. He falls down. Ortiz is thinking 3 now and pull it up around second base. David a thought, looked up, found Tim Bogart, third base coach. David Ortiz with a double to start the second inning.
David Ortiz came into the game a 167 hitter against Cecil. It's an 87-mile-an-hour fastball, it looked like that time, and shoots it right down in that right field corner. There you see Snyder diving to knock the ball down, and that keeps Ortiz from going to third base. Big Papi was thinking about 3, but Had the brakes put on by Tim Bogar. Took a peek up. Bogar was holding him up, and the wise choice, staying at second base with nobody out.
There's Darnell McDonald with Ortiz at second base and nobody out here in the second inning. Well, at 117, 2 homers, 6 runs batted in. Check swing grounder softly hit towards McCoy at second. Throws on the run and in time. But Ortiz takes third base, 1 out.
Well, had kind of a half swing by Darnell McDonald, but the half swing went in the right direction out towards second base, and that's going to allow David Ortiz to get to third base. Not exactly the kind of swing Darnell McDonald wanted, but the fact is it was effective to get Ortiz to third with less than 2 outs.
So the infield will come in now for the Blue Jays with 1 out, and David Ortiz 90 feet away. Jason Varitek batting out of the number 7 spot tonight.
Also shows the kind of respect they have for Jon Lester, infield in here in the second inning. Not all the way in, but in close enough to keep Ortiz at third base.
And you know that respect starts with John Farrell, their manager. This is in the air to left field, deep and far to left. Patterson back at the wall, and that ball is going to hit off the scoreboard. Ortiz will jog home. Throw to second is not in time, and the Red Sox lead it 1-0.
Jason Varitek in his career 2 for 3. Those 2 home run hits were home runs against Cecil, and it looked like maybe he had another one. This one hits off the scoreboard, drives in David Ortiz, and Varitek stands at second base with a 1-out double.
Varitek safe at second, safe and secure. New York Life. And Jason picking up his 18th RBI. Red Sox lead at 1-0. And J.D. Drew, the batter. Drew will take strike 1. J.D. 1 for 3 yesterday and hitting at .233, 4 homers and 19 runs batted in.
J.D. Drew also 2 for 10 against Cecil in his career. Both of those hits have been home runs.
Rolls it over foul, 1-2. Covidien, a global healthcare products company, is a proud sponsor of the Red Sox Foundation, helping to address health needs in our communities. Drew batting with 1 out. Jason Varitek at second base and a run in. Big Papi's double to get the inning started has produced the game's first run. Drew fouls it off and will do it again, 1-2. Red Sox continuing their 3-game series against the Blue Jays. 4th series against Toronto this year and the 2nd in Boston. Red Sox are 6-4 against the Jays so far in 2011. Big lead out there at second base for Varitek, and Cecil noticed, he backs off.
John McDonough went scampering into the bag, and once Cecil saw that, he stepped off as McDonough was out of position.
Pitch number 30 for Brett Cecil. And it's on the ground right side. McCoy can't get it and kicks out to right. Here comes Varitek around from second base, and the Red Sox lead it 2-0.
J.D. Drew gets a breaking ball. McCoy's going to knock this ball down somehow. Instead, he kicks it. And he kicks it, and it goes out toward the outfield. That's going to allow Jason Varitek to score. It should not be an error. It should be a base hit, but somehow as an infielder with a man at second, you've got to knock that ball down. And they're going to give him an error.
They give him an error. No RBI in the play. And Yamaiko Navarro batting out of the number 9 spot now. Stands in. Pops it up left side of the infield. John McDonald from short takes charge and makes the catch. 2 down. To celebrate the 100th anniversary of Fenway Park, get your name into the history of America's most beloved ballpark by getting a personalized commemorative brick. Your unique message will be engraved onto a brick that will be placed inside the ballpark. Concourses at Gate B or Gate C. Also receive a free replica of the brick with a custom case to proudly display in your home or office. Visit redsox.com/bricks to get your brick today. Now look, there are the 2 different sizes that are available. Check with redsox.com/bricks. 2 down in the inning. Drew at first, and Jacoby Ellsbury takes strike 1.
Do you think that ball should have been a base hit or an error, Doug?
I thought it should have been a base hit.
I thought so too.
He was sort of deep into the outfield before he can get a glove on it. I agree with you. He's got to knock it down.
Right.
0-1 is popped up. Foul off third. Bautista's got a play, and he makes it to end things here in the second inning. But the Red Sox strike twice and lead it 2-0. Of the third inning, the bottom third of the Blue Jays order coming up. JP Arancibia to get it started. There's ball 1 to Arancibia. Catcher for the Jays. It's a .216, 12 homers, 36 runs batted in. Second year in the big leagues. Technically a rookie this year. He only appeared in 11 games last year with the Jays. At a 143, another one of these first round draft choices by Toronto. First round and 21st overall in 2007. Spent the majority of last year AAA Las Vegas, leading the minors in home runs for a lot of the year. Swing and a miss, 2-1. In his major league debut, August 7th last year against Tampa Bay, had 4 hits, including 2 home runs. Both off James Shields. This one fouled back to the screen, 2-2. Last year at the break, when he was playing in Las Vegas, the PCL, he was hitting at .301 with 32 home runs and 85 runs batted in at the break. It's on the ground, foul, and it hangs at 2-2.
I'd have been calling the Blue Jays every day, say, hey, you guys been checking out my numbers down here at Vegas?
Apparently they had, because they did call him up. Two is outside, full count. And Sebia played collegiately at the University of Tennessee. Down and in, ball 4. First base runner of the night for the Blue Jays.
The Amica Pit Zone is brought to you by Amica Insurance. Amica Insurance is not just how you covered, it's how you treated. 4 strikeouts in the game so far for Jon Lester. A cut fastball to Davis, a fastball to Batista, a cutter to Encarnacion, and a fastball to Snyder.
So lead runner on here for the Jays in the 3rd inning. John McDonald, the batter. He takes strike 1. Donald, 36 years of age. He's been in the big league since 1999. 206 average, 2 homers, 14 runs batted in. But remember the Blue Jays now for the last 6 seasons. Pops it up. Pedroia coming from second base. 1 down in the 3rd. Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you in part by Eastern Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Commitment, compassion, and love of the game. Find out what we're made of at easternbank.com. Brews blowing out tonight at Fenway Park at 8 miles per hour to start the game. A walk and a pop out to start this 3rd inning as Mike McCoy stands in. Boy, 217 with a home run, 4 runs batted in. In tight, and it's 2-0. Jon Lester 9-4 in his career against Toronto with a 3.40 ERA. Against the Blue Jays here at Fenway Park, he is 4-1 with a 2.89 earned run average. Swing and a foul tip, 2-1. Chops softly over the mound towards short. Scudero off balance throw gets there in time. Arancibia takes second, 2 down in the inning.
That ball changed direction on Marco just a little bit. That last bounce went to his right, but he was able to adjust to it and make the flip throw to first base to pick up the out. Watch this last bounce kind of go to his right there. Must hit a seam in the grass, and no problem though for Scudero to make the play and get the out.
So 2 down in the inning. They're in CBA at second base, and Rajay Davis coming up here, 2nd time through now for the Toronto Blue Jays against Jon Lester. Davis struck out swinging in the 1st and pops it up, Notice Veritek calling. Now he'll give way, and Navarro coming down from third to make the catch and ends the inning. 2.5 in the books from Fenway. Red Sox lead it 2-0. Umpires are the ones regulating the balls and strikes, but on Saturday, home plate umpire Phil Cuzzy gave way to the scoreboard operator at Safeco Field, allowing Padres center fielder Cameron Maybin to draw a walk on just 3 balls. Cuzzy had the right count, but after checking the scoreboard, thought he was the one who had made the mistake and awarded Maybin first base. What made matters worse was that no one from the Mariners questioned the call, and Maybin ended up plating the game's only run without even really being on base. With the Padres a 1-0 victory. How often that happens.
How about being heads up? I mean, my goodness.
Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. There's the refreshing hard iced tea. It tastes like real iced tea. Be a little twisted. It is 2-0. Red Sox on top of the Blue Jays. Last half of the third inning, and leading it off is Marco Scutaro. Takes strike one.
It's amazing a whole team didn't even notice that.
No. Scutaro fly to right first time up and take strike 2.
I remember playing for a manager, Dick Williams, when I came up with the Angels, and if you weren't playing that day and you were sitting on the bench, he'd kind of walk back and forth. All of a sudden he'd stop and he'd ask you, go, what's the count and how many outs are there? And you better know.
Wow.
You better know.
This is to center field. Rajay Davis coming in hard with good speed to make the catch, about knee high. Able to grab that, and Rob Scutaro one down.
Nice jump out there by Rajay Davis in center field. The ball was not hit very hard or very deep by Scutaro. Davis coming in with very good speed and makes it look pretty routine. Almost rolled out of the webbing of the glove.
It was on the move. But so was he. Good speed from Rajay Davis. Former Oakland A, now manning center field for the Blue Jays in the absence of Vernon Wells. Now playing for the Angels in Anaheim. As Adrian Gonzalez is on base first time up, hit by a pitch. Down low, 2-1. You've had the chance to watch Adrian Gonzalez now over half a season. If you were an opposing pitcher or pitching staff, is there a way to pitch to Adrian Gonzalez?
I haven't seen it yet. I have not seen it yet.
Seen a bunch of different theories. Some try to bust him in, others stay away. There's a swing and a miss, 2-2.
I think the most amazing swing I saw him take was a game that we actually did not do, and it was against the New York Yankees with CC Sabathia, and he completely changed the swing. He went into an Ichiro swing and hit a home run.
Said he was going to.
Yeah.
Tried it. It worked out. There's a swing and a miss as he goes lunging and a pitch down and away. There's the second strikeout for Brett Cecil.
Now those kind of pitches there will get anybody. A slider right here that's down and away just off the outside part of the plate. And Gonzalez will chase it for the strikeout, the second out of the inning.
Go 2 down in the inning. Dustin Pedroia was a strikeout victim in the first. This one is ripped foul outside of third, and it's 1-1. Want to be a Mass Insider? It's easy. Just like the Visit Massachusetts page on Facebook, and you'll get exclusive deals, discounts, and promotions right in your news feed. 2 down in the third inning. Pedroia with a count of 1-1. And there's strike 2 into that outside corner. It's not often that a pitcher comes up into the major leagues, wins 15 games, and then the very next year ends up spending the bulk of the year at AAA. That's what's happened to Cecil so far this year after going down in mid-April and returning now for just his second start, but a 15-game winner last year. 1-2 is into deep left for Pedroia. High, deep, and gone. The laser show is underway. Red Sox lead it 3-0.
Well, what are you going to do? You know, I mean, you put the guy in a cleanup spot. What does he do? Hits a home run. No question about that one. It left the bat from Pedroia.
Home run number 8 of the year for Pedroia as Ortiz takes ball 1 outside. Hess and Hess Express are proud sponsors of the Red Sox and the Red Sox on Nesson. During the 2011 Red Sox season, Hess and Hess Express will donate $500 to the Red Sox Foundation for every Red Sox home run. Hess and Hess Express committed to helping the cause. Ortiz lifts one down the left field line. Corey Patterson coming over onto the dirt to make the catch. It ends the inning. Dustin Pedroia hits a solo shot, and the Red Sox lead it 3-0. grandmother is from Nova Scotia.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
I've never been to Nova Scotia.
Beautiful.
Maybe on TV.
Halifax, especially. Used to have an AHL team there, the Halifax Citadels. Nice swing and a miss.
That's not really that far from here, is it?
No, it isn't. Corey Patterson, Jose Bautista, and Adam Lind out here in the 4th inning. This one is sent foul down the left field line, out of play. Red Sox on top 3-0. Dustin Pedroia helping the cause with his 8th home run of the year. Solo shot. Oh-2 hits Patterson or the bat. Apparently got the bat. Changed direction, and it is 0-2.
Cut fastball inside to Patterson, and at first initially it did look like it hit him, but it must have got the knob of the bat.
On the ground, Lester knocks it down as time to recover, and does. A low throw into the runner. Nicely picked on the backhand by Gonzalez. Let's check in with Heidi.
Don Jose Bautista set a new record with more than 7.4 million fan votes for the All-Star game next week. And to top it off, Bautista was the first person that David Ortiz called to ask if he wanted to be on the home run derby team for the American League. And of course, Bautista said yes.
Very excited. It's something that I've looked forward to for a long time. I've always watched the derbies during the All-Star break on TV, and it's going to be fun being a part of it. Looks like we're going to have a pretty good team, so I like our chances, and that stadium is going to help us out definitely because the ball flies pretty well, so hopefully we can hit like 700 home runs within our team and win it.
Bautista leads all of Major League Baseball with 27 home runs after knocking in a Major League leading 54 last season. He is on pace to surpass that mark this year. Joining Bautista and Ortiz will be Adrian Gonzalez and Robinson Cano for the American League team that Ortiz has dubbed the Bomb Squad. Don?
All right, Heidi, thanks very much.
Did he say 700 home
700
runs?
Home runs. That's a lot of home runs.
I'll take the under on that.
This is in the air to center field, struck well. Back goes Ellsbury towards the triangle to make the catch. Had to go a long way, hung up there. Long time for him to drift back and into that triangle area. 2 down.
That ball hit very high and very deep by Bautista, but to the deepest part of the ballpark here at Fenway Park.
Red Sox Nation, if you need medical care at Fenway Park, visit the Beth Israel Deaconess First Aid Stand behind Section 12. Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center is the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox. Visit them at bidmc.org. 5 in a row retired by Lester now. 2 outs in the 4th inning. Only 1 base runner so far for the Blue Jays. A walk for J.P. Arancibia to lead off the 3rd inning. And here's Adam Lind. This one bounces in for ball 1. Do you like the home run derby? Is that part of your viewing All-Star break?
I do watch it. Yeah, I do
like
enjoy
it too.
Yeah. It's entertaining. They've done some nice things at the All-Star game. They've really spruced it up quite a bit from the old days, and it's fun to watch.
Story Francona will often tell you there's a lot of stuff going on when you get there. It's like a whirlwind of activity in the 2-day period. This is a foul ball.
I would not want to manage an All-Star team. That'd be a very difficult task because you're always, you're trying to win the game, but it's still an exhibition game, and you want to try to get everybody into the game. And
just the selection process alone, you really have no selection rights.
It's really tough. Really a tough game to manage.
Every team has to be represented, so that comes into play, and sometimes will logjam some positions and inevitably leave some guys off.
That's the part I don't like about it, Don. That, and also that if you win the game, you get home field advantage in a World Series. It just doesn't make sense to me because it's not played like a real game.
Especially when we play all these interleague games, why not take the American League or National League, whoever wins the most of all the interleague games you played? I mean, you went head-to-head all season.
You could do that. Best record, whoever gets the best record in baseball.
In with a swing and a miss, and it's 2-2. 50th pitch of the night for Lester. And it's in there for strike 3. Picks up his 5th K. He's got it going on tonight. 3.5 deep, 3-0 Red Sox. Three 0 Red Sox on top of the Blue Jays. We head to the home half of the 4th inning. Brett Cecil back on the mound for the Jays as Darnell McDonald leads it off and takes strike 1. Darnell grounded out to second base in the 2nd inning, 0 for 1. On the ground softly towards third. Bautista's sidearm tosses in time. 1 out in the 4th inning. It's time now for tonight's AT&T trivia question. Since 1990, which 4 Blue Jays have participated in the Home Run Derby? The answer for it a little bit later. One out in the 4th inning. Jason Varitek coming up. Remember the display that Mark McGwire put on here at Fenway Park back in 1999 for the All-Star game right here. Jason Varitek doubled in the 2nd, came around to score the Red Sox 2nd run. Matt Albers warming in the pen. This is a tad odd.
Yes, it is.
Trainer talking to Terry Francona. And now we got Matt Albers warming. Not good. Swing and a miss, 0-2.
Red Sox have had enough gone wrong with their starting rotation, and we have no idea what this is about right now. But Albers definitely is warming as if he's coming into the ball game.
Can't do it much better than Jon Lester has done it tonight. As this little dribbler right in front of the plate, it hits him. He's moving out of the box as only 1 base runner through the first 4 innings in tonight's game for the Jays. A walk for Aaron Sebia in the 3rd, and that has been it. All zeros.
Get him going. Get him going. He's in there.
Oh, 2 pitch to Varitek. There is strike 3. He knew it. Takes with him the 3rd K for Cecil. 2 down.
Take a look at Jon Lester's last pitch. See if we can pick anything up. Cut fastball. Normal for Jon Lester as he walks off the mound. Didn't seem to see anything at all there, but other than that, we have no idea.
Grabbing all his stuff. Bring it down to the clubhouse. J.D. Drew bats now, Jerry, and they have changed that play from the second inning to a base hit.
Oh, good.
Like McCoy had originally been charged with an error, so Drew gets a base hit and an RBI. So no errors for either side.
I really think that's the correct call. I don't like to beg for base hits, but the fact is, you know, he had to make a play, spin around. He was deep on the outfield grass and throw to first base. That's by no means even close to any type of routine play. And his job there was to try to dive and knock that ball down to keep the run from scoring. Take one more look at the play, and I think they've got it finally right that it should be a base hit. It's you know, it's borderline, but I think you've got to have those kind of hits.
Outside, 2-2 to J.D. Drew. We have 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Drew taps it foul. Will do it again. 2-2. The Yankees are off to a fast beginning tonight. They've got a 5-0 lead over the Indians in the 3rd inning after a loss last night in Cleveland to begin that series. CC Sabathia going there tonight for New York. 2-2 is chopped softly towards McCoy at second base. Drew is thrown out, and the Red Sox are gone in the 4th. We played for from Fenway Park. It's 3-0 Red Sox. By donating $1,000 for every home run Adrian hits this season to select Habitat for Humanity affiliates in eastern Massachusetts. 3-0 Red Sox on top of the Blue Jays. We head to the top of the 5th inning, and after allowing no hits for the first 4 innings, this call to the bullpen is brought to you by New England Ford dealers. Matt Albers is in the game. Jon Lester leaving with an apparent injury. Albers into his 28th game of the year, 2-3 with a 2.87 earned run average. 31 1/3. He has struck out 28, walked 13. Opponents hitting at 235 against Albers.
And because of the injury or illness, whatever it may be, all the time that Albers needs to get loose between innings. He was throwing in the bullpen, so it shouldn't take that long.
The line for Jon Lester tonight, who goes just the first 4 innings. You mentioned not yet given up a hit. Pitching line is brought to you by Ace Ticket. 4 innings, no hits, no runs, 1 walk. Only base runner for the Jays, Arancibia, in the 3rd, and he struck out 5 through an even 50 pitches. It leaves this game, and Matt Albers ready here to work to Edwin Encarnacion to begin the top of the 5th. Albers has given up 1 run in his last 11 innings. And 2 runs over his last 14. So on the corner, 0-2. One and two now to Encarnacion. And the Red Sox pitching coming into tonight's action at 3.97 earned run average as a team. It was good for 9th in the American League. Tough outing yesterday for Lackey to begin this series. Too much for the Red Sox to come back from, as it turned out. They've been scoring 7 runs yesterday. A swing and a miss. Albers picks up where Lester left off. Strikes out the first batter that he faces here in the 5th.
Now Matt Albers going to a fastball to the outside part of the plate to pick up the strikeout. It's that 2-seam fastball going to the outside corner. No contact by Encarnacion. Second time he has struck out.
One out in the 5th, and here's Travis Snyder. Struck out swinging in the 2nd inning. Fouled back and out of play. On the outside corner, 0-2. Tech wants to elevate. They do, and Snyder not chasing. 1-2. Snyder strikes out over the inside corner. Back-to-back case for Albers. A good start to his relief outing, and there's 2 away.
A lot of strikeouts for the Red Sox tonight. Lester had his share, and now back-to-back by Albers. He picks up the inside corner. So he goes away from the right-hander into the left-hander to pick up strikeouts.
That is 7 Ks, 5 for Lester, 2 for Albers. There's 2 outs here in the 5th. Only base runner for the Blue Jays tonight, J.P. Arancibia. He walked in the 3rd inning. This is laced foul. It's time now for the answer to tonight's AT&T trivia question. Since 1990, which 4 Blue Jays participated in the Home Run Derby? And the answer is Carlos Delgado, Troy Glaus, Alex Rios and Vernon Wells. Jays are one of 4 teams to have 4 different players take place in the Derby since '90. Rangers, Brewers, Phillies are the other 3. Texas actually had 6 players. The Brewers have had 5. Jose Bautista will make it 5 Blue Jays when he participates next week. Adrian Gonzalez will be the 3rd Red Sox since 1990, joining David Ortiz and Carl Everett, who's in a home run derby at one point. 2-1 is outside, 3-1. John McDonald waits on deck, 2 outs here in the 5th. There's ball 4, and again Aaron Sebia works a walk, comes with 2 outs this time in the 5th. I want to remind you to get one of the best sports sections in the country delivered to your home every day. Sign up now for convenient Boston Globe home delivery at bostonglobe.com/sports. 2 outs in the top of the 5th. JP Aaron Sebia at first, and here's John McDonald. Broken back grounder softly hit towards Scudero. Charges and throws in time. Nice play by Marco Scudero. Halfway through this one, Red Sox have a 3-0 lead. To the bottom of the 5th inning back at Fenway Park. Starting to get a little darker here now, as Michael Navarro gets it started here in the last of the 5th. 60th pitch for Brett Cecil's in there for strike 1. Navarro popped out to the shortstop John McDonald in the 2nd inning. It's 0-2. Cecil gave up 2 runs in the 2nd, a run in the 3rd. No 2 pitch to Navarro. There's a broken back grounder toward second baseman Mike McCoy. Fields and throws, and there's 1 down. Boston Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Eastern Bank, awarded highest customer satisfaction in retail banking in the New England region 2 years in a row by J.D. Power and Associates. Found out more of what we're made of at easternbank.com. One out in the bottom of the fifth inning. Jacoby Ellsbury coming up. Jerry, the other night we were talking about the $1,000 that was dropped by the Lowell Spinners.
Yes.
They're back at it again. They got more stuff going on.
I heard about this one, yeah.
Baseball history made in Lowell, Massachusetts tonight. Single A affiliate of the Red Sox, of course. We hope everybody's all right in this. We haven't, I don't think, confirmed this, but they have hosted the first ever human home run. Yeah, human home run. In between games, there are no injuries. I was just told, no injuries. Between games of their doubleheader, they literally shot David Smith Jr. out of a cannon over the outfield wall for the first ever human home run. Yeah, we're going to have some video for you. Not tonight, unfortunately, but on NESN soon over the next couple of days, so stay tuned. That's pretty good, though.
I mean, how did they get a volunteer to get shot out of a cannon?
Apparently, David Smith Sr. was ready to go. He is a world record.
He's a guy that gets shot out of cannons.
Yes,
I see. Okay.
He gets shot out of cannons all the time, so this is no big deal.
I hope he cleared the fence cleanly.
There is strike three. As Jacoby Ellsbury is out, according to Jerry Lane, 2 down.
Well, the crowd didn't like the call. To me, it looked like he checked the swing, but you know, we see so many of these every game. I don't know one way or the other. I mean, to me, that looked like he checked the swing, but
and our angle's a tad different than the umpire's angle too.
Exactly.
In there for a strike to Marco Scudero, batting with 2 outs here in the 5th. I wonder how that starts. One day you wake up and you say, I'm going to shoot myself out of a cannon. Be a human cannon.
You've never had a day where you felt like doing that?
Hey, great news. The post-game show will have the video.
Oh, that's
a human home run. So it's going to be sooner than we thought. We thought it was going to be the next couple of days. It's going to be tonight.
Well, hopefully we'll get a chance to see it tomorrow. I'm not home in time to see the post-game show. So, well, actually, sometimes I am. But I'm sure they'll show that coming right out of the chute.
In there for strike 2, 2-2. On the ground, left side, and diving at short as McDonald can't get it. Marco Scudero's got a base hit. Breaks up a string of 6 in a row, retired by Brett Cecil.
Now Scudero came into the game 5 for 9 against Cecil. And he is now 1 for 3 in this ball game tonight. Looked like it might have been a little cutter that time, and by the dive of John McDonald at shortstop.
Adrian Gonzalez hit by a pitch in the first. Struck out in the third. His third look tonight at Brett Cecil. To center field, and that's in for a base hit. Rajai Davis in to play it. First hit of the night for Gonzalez. Red Sox have something going with 2 down.
They didn't waste any time that time. Picked on that first slider from Cecil, and the line drive into center field for the base hit for Gonzalez. Slider stays right over the plate, and Gonzalez delivers it directly straight ahead to center field.
So a chance here for the cleanup hitter, Dustin Pedroia. He struck out in the first inning and then hit a solo home run in the third. Home run was his 8th of the year, 39th RBI. Pedroia takes strike one. Numbers for Pedroia against Cecil. These include tonight's numbers. It's outside 1-1. Back in the third inning, Dustin Pedroia with 2 outs and the bases empty. His cleanup spot tonight takes it out of the yard and into the monster seats. Pedroia lifts it in the air to left center field. Rajay Davis is out there waiting, and he puts it away to end the fifth. Red Sox strand a pair. We're through 5. It's 3-0 Boston. Bats. Do what the Red Sox did. Turn to Frank Webb's Bat Center. The showrooms of FW Webb. Find a showroom near you at frankwebb.com. Top of the 6th inning at Fenway Park. 3-0 Red Sox on top of the Blue Jays. More Matt Albers. Albers came in the 5th inning. No word on the reason that Jon Lester left the game yet tonight, though. He had pitched 4 innings, giving up no hits, no runs, a walk, and 5 Ks. He leaves, and Terry Francona's getting into that bullpen a lot earlier than he anticipated. Albers working the 5th, back out there to start the 6th, as Mike McCoy takes strike 2. McCoy grounded out to short in the 3rd. He is 0 for 1. On the ground is Scudero at shortstop. Throw is good, and there's one down here in the 6th inning. Send it back down to Heidi.
Dan Wheeler came in yesterday in the 3rd inning to relieve John Lackey and retired all 8 batters he faced. His 2 2/3 perfect innings was his longest outing since 2006. I asked him how he stays healthy in today's Healthy Tip, brought to you by Tufts.
Well, the main thing is I try to stay active, do some kind of cardio every single day. Pick the right things to eat. Some white meat, fruits and vegetables. I'm guilty of eating some different kinds of things, but I think we all are. But if you mainly pick the good things, you'll be okay.
Today's healthy tip is brought to you by Tufts Health Plan. No one does more to keep you healthy. Don?
All right, Heidi, thanks very much. Rajai Davis has got lots of speed, tried to bunt his way on.
This ball just kind of stopped in front of home plate. Right in the dirt. Veritek picks it up, and plenty of time to throw out Rajai Davis at first base. He couldn't get that ball in the grass. If he did, it's probably a base hit on the dirt and out. What are some of your healthy tips, Don?
I try to eat fruit in the morning, Jerry.
You do eat fruit in the morning. You also
yogurt.
Do some aerobics.
Well, I run.
Well, that's aerobics.
Yeah. But that's about it. Once lunch hits, then everything's off.
You're basically a morning person.
Yes, I start off well and say, I'm going to have some fruit, some yogurt. Everything goes downhill from there, though.
Is that right?
Because the workout's usually over by 10:32. So then, after that, not so healthy. Another bunt bid. This one is fouled off.
Going bunt crazy here in the sixth inning.
For every Red Sox game that goes into extra innings, so the Red Sox get a save, CVS Pharmacy will donate $500 to Children's Hospital Boston. CVS Pharmacy is the official pharmacy of the Boston Red Sox. What do you do that is healthy?
Medicate myself. Pretty much on every medication there is.
Self-medication?
Yeah.
Two down here in the sixth. Swing and a miss.
He used to be an avid, gym guy, but knees and back just won't cooperate anymore. So that's been scaled way back from what it used to be. So I try to eat a little bit better.
Do walk?
Even that becomes an issue at times.
So no walking. That's out. Pitch is high, and the count is 2-2.
I may end up with one of those fake knees, like Tito's got. He's got two fake ones.
Knee replacement?
Yeah.
He seems to get around very well.
Yeah.
Although he can't run really either.
Well, I wouldn't imagine with two fake knees you can run all that well, I imagine your endurance can't be that great. But I see that around the corner for me. Not yet. I'm trying to hold out as long as possible.
Patterson fouls it off back below us. Still 2-2. McCoy grounded out to begin the inning. Davis tried to bunt his way on. He was thrown out by Veritek. Bautista waits on deck as the Jays bat here in the sixth inning.
And tonight I had meatloaf. I had steak tips and a hot dog.
And a Diet Coke. This is in the air down the left field line. And will land foul. Well, that's the thing. I mean, I think if you do this for a living and we're at the ballpark every night, I don't think you eat great just during the course of the season. We're on the road a lot.
A lot of travel,
Right.
eating on airplanes and late at night at times. And
A lot of late at night.
not conducive to good health.
No. Patterson fouls off another.
I guess it's all in the portions too.
Right.
Like I had small portions of everything I had tonight. So
Yeah, a lot of stuff, but not a
lot of stuff,
each.
but not a lot of each. Yeah, I think that's the way to go.
I went the other way. I had a lot of everything. I had steak tips, pizza,
Pizza.
some chicken fingers, There's something else, too. What else did I have? There's something else in there.
Yeah, you mixed in some salad.
Oh, I had a salad, yeah. I mixed in a salad after all that. Yeah, I feel so much better now. You're right. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So you're eating healthy at night, too.
Terrific. Have fruit tomorrow. Start all over again. 3-2 to Patterson. Is popped up. Foul off third. Navarro will not have a play. 11th pitch of the at-bat is coming up here for Corey Patterson. And he works the walk. What a bat for Corey Patterson. Tonight, after our Red Sox coverage, stay with us for Nesson Daily, presented by Sun Life Financial. Jade McCarthy get a recap of Roger Clemens' day in court and look ahead to tomorrow for him with legal expert Harry Mannion. Plus, the Bruins acquired offensive defenseman Joe Corvo from Carolina. And a separate transaction, Thomas Caberlet signed with the Hurricanes. The latest details on this and all of today's news. Stay with us for Nesson Daily after our Red Sox coverage. 2 down in the 6th inning. Corey Patterson at first base, and Jose Bautista is 0 for 2. So Patterson 12 out of 18 in thefts on the year. Pitch 30 for Matt Albers. And it's on the ground and through into left field, a base hit. Patterson takes second, and all of a sudden the Blue Jays got something going. That, incidentally, is the first hit of the night for the Toronto Blue Jays. And it comes with 2 outs in the 6th inning.
Jon Lester and Matt Albers holding the Blue Jays hitless till this base hit here by Bautista extends his hitting streak to 5 games as he gets it by the dive of Marco Scutaro.
Franklin Morales swarming in the pen for the Red Sox. Young out to the mound here with 2 on and 2 outs, and Adam Lynn coming up. Boston Red Sox baseball on Nesson is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Two outs here in the top half of the 6th inning. Patterson at second, Bautista at first, Adam Lynn. He is 0 for 2 in the game tonight. He takes ball 1. Lynn lined out to third base in the 2nd inning. He struck out looking in the 4th. Fouled off, 1-1. Runners in scoring position at 277 on the year for Lind. His first opportunity of the game for the Blue Jays with runner in scoring position. Patterson is there, and Bautista at first. Runners will go, and Albers noticed. They will throw out Patterson at third, running into the out that ends the inning. That's something going. Not anymore. Red Sox lead at 3-0. Saturday, September 9th at Fenway Park, and they'll be shipping up to Boston. Mighty Boss Tones will be opening for them on both nights. A portion of the proceeds from the two shows will benefit the Massachusetts 9/11 Fund, which helps support families of victims of 9/11 throughout the state. Tickets will go on sale July 7th at noon online at redsox.com/dropkicks. Corey Patterson running into an out. It was technically a caught stealing, and it ended the inning when Blue Jays had something going.
Yeah, bad base running move there by Patterson. You can see him, and Albers picks up the move by Patterson. No balk called on Albers, and just a bad base running play by Patterson. Down by 3 runs, you get the potential tying run at the plate.
So it remains 3-0 as David Ortiz leads it off here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Ortiz with a double in the 2nd inning. Flight out to left in the 3rd. He is 1 for 2. David takes strike 1. Too far outside, 1-1. Cecil's not done a bad job. He gave up 2 runs in the 2nd, the home run in the 3rd, but for the most part has kept the Red Sox quiet relatively compared to yesterday, where the Red Sox were able to score 7 times. 1-1. He is away again, 2-1. Cecil coming into tonight's effort with a 1-3 record. Just his 2nd major league start since coming back from AAA. It's outside again, 3-1. Darnell McDonald and Jason Varitek anticipated here in the 6th inning. Ortiz fouls it off.
Had a good pitch to hit there. The 3-1 fastball right down the middle of the plate. And Big Poppy fouls it straight back.
Ortiz walks to begin things here in the 6th inning. It's time for a game break, and Tom Caron, TC. Okay, TC, thanks very much. Red Sox on top here, 3-0 over the Toronto Blue Jays. Nobody out in the 6th inning. Leadoff walk for David Ortiz, and now here is Darnell McDonald. That's a fly ball to right field. Travis Snyder moving back. Makes the catch for the first out of the inning. No advance for Ortiz. Arbor Coat exterior stain by Benjamin Moore. Revolutionary waterborne stain that outperforms the best oil-based stains on the market. Find Arbor Coat at your local Benjamin Moore retailer.
Now, last night, I imagine you were out on your deck that is covered with Arbor Coat stain and had a cookout on 4th of July evening.
I did not. I just did some laundry, actually, as it turned out. For the
Really?
most part. Yeah. Long road trip. I watched the fireworks from Boston here at the
Esplanade.
Esplanade, which is very nice.
Yeah.
CBS last night. Did you catch that?
I did. I watched that whole show. Started at 8 o'clock. Watched it right till the finish.
1 out, 1 on. As Varitek skies one to shallow center. Rajay Davis in a few steps. Puts it away, and there's 2 down.
Martina McBride was very good.
Yes.
It was supposed to be Lionel Richie, but something happened to him, I guess an illness or something. He couldn't make it. And within 72 hours, they got Martina McBride to come in, and she really did a nice job with a couple of songs.
Well, Steven Tyler did it a few years ago. And at least there's no rain, because when we left, it looked like it was going to be raining.
They said it rained hard to the north of the city.
Yeah. So 2 down, David Ortiz at first base. And J.D. Drew takes ball 1. Drew getting credit for a base hit in the 2nd inning. And an RBI, his 20th RBI of the year. Grounded out in the 4th. Leadoff walk for David Ortiz, but he's still standing at first base. It's in the dirt, and it's 3-0. Cecil up to 86 pitches, his average. The high is an even 100. And that came last outing against Pittsburgh, and his first outing back in the majors again. Outside on 4 pitches. Walks J.D. Drew. Hadn't walked anybody through the first 5, and he walks 2 here in the 6th inning.
And both left-handed hitters, David Ortiz and J.D. Drew.
All-Star voting isn't over quite yet. You can vote for the 34th and final player for each league roster until this Thursday, July 7th. Go to RedSox.com and cast your All-Star Game final vote for the final 2 All-Stars for the game in Phoenix. Vote at RedSox.com.
I would think Paul Konerko in the American League would have an excellent chance.
I would agree. He kind of ran into that same situation that Mark Teixeira did with Adrian Gonzalez and Miguel Cabrera. Logjam, a very good first baseman in the American League. Especially with the addition of Adrian Gonzalez coming this way now. Two down, 2 on. And Michael Navarro 0 for 2. Chopped to short. McDonald will go to second for the force out there that will wrap up the 6th inning. We played 6 from Fenway. Red Sox lead at 3-0.
Comes Alive 35 tour at MGM Grand at Foxwoods on Saturday, July 16th. For tickets, visit foxwoods.com or ticketmaster.com.
Top of the 7th inning, 3-0. Red Sox on top of the Blue Jays. The pitcher on for the Red Sox after 2 innings from Matt Albers. Relief of Jon Lester. It is Franklin Morales making his 7th appearance. Red Sox uniform, 3.60 earned run average. He's worked in 5 innings, 2 walks, 5 Ks, and opponents hitting at .263 against Morales. He's thrown 2 scoreless innings, yielding just 1 walk over the last 4 appearances since being activated from the DL. And as he starts this inning, Daniel Bard warming in the pen. Well, all of us here at NESN and the Red Sox want to send our best wishes to Lawrence Seward and Brent Lawson, who are getting married this weekend in New Hampshire. They're here along with their families tonight as part of the celebration this week. Hope everyone has fun this week up north. Top of the 7th inning, Adam Lynn 0 for 2 in the game. He was batting when they had runners at first and second. We've got an update on Jon Lester. Heidi?
Jon Lester left the game with a left latissimus strain. That is a muscle in the upper back on his left side. We will, of course, have more information for you after the game tonight. Don?
All right, thanks very much, Heidi. Boy, I'll tell you, Jerry, we saw nothing.
No.
As far as any kind of wincing or pain or anything. You remember his last pitch was a strikeout.
Yeah. Strikeout here on a cut fastball from Jon Lester, and that's the last pitch he threw tonight. I was kind of hoping it was a stomach bug or the flu or something like that.
Outside ball 2 to Adam Lynn. And tonight is lined out to third, struck out looking, 0 for 2. Blue Jays have just 1 hit as they bat here in the 7th inning. There's a fly ball to left field, playable for Darnell McDonald. Makes the catch, 1 down. Immediately following the game today, stay with us for WB Mason Extra Innings Live with TC, Peter, and Heidi. We get a breakdown of Jon Lester's performance tonight. You'll also hear the Red Sox starters post-game thoughts and the manager's perspective in our From the Press Room segment. It's all coming up right after the game on WB Mason Extra Innings Live. There's a swing and a miss for Edwin Encarnacion. It's 0-2. Encarnacion has struck out twice, once in the 2nd, once in the 5th. Lifts it in the air, popped up left side of the infield. Navarro, the 3rd baseman, will put it away and fair ground, 2 down. Well, Dunkin' Donuts and its local franchisees are committed to the communities where they live and work. Throughout the Red Sox season, Dunkin' Donuts is honoring organizations who are also working to help make our neighborhoods better places. Tonight, they're honoring the United States Coast Guard of Cape Cod as a Dunkin' Donuts community champion, and salute all our military servicemen and women in New England. Having a good time tonight.
All drinking their Dunkin' Donuts. At least they got cups.
2 down here in the top of the 7th inning.
I don't imagine they sit there all night and drink Dunkin' Donuts all night, because then you would never sleep, right?
That's true. But they were ready, though. Anytime we were going up there to show them, they were all set. This is fouled off to the left, 1-1. Fouled straight back, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Travis Snyder. In the dirt, he was able to hold up, and it is 2-2. Only 1 hit tonight for the Blue Jays. Jose Bautista in the 6th inning with a base hit to left. I've had other base runners, as a total of 3 walks allowed tonight by Red Sox pitching. Red Sox out hitting the Jays 6-1. 2-2 pitch to Travis Snyder is fouled off to the left. Morales, the 3rd Red Sox pitcher of the game. Jon Lester went the first 4 innings hitless and scoreless. They're leaving with a left lat strain. Matt Albers pitching the 5th and 6th. Gave up a hit on 2 walks, struck out 2. Another 2-inning effort for Albers. It's become his specialty lately. 2-2 pitch. Snyder takes ball 3. Morales, who had been on the DL with a left forearm strain, made 6 rehab appearances with the Pawtucket Red Sox. 1.42 earned run average. Returned to the big league roster on June 28th. And really has gotten quite a bit of use since then. 3-2. In the air to center field, struck well. Back goes Ellsbury. He'll have room as he gets there, shy of the track to make the catch. 7th inning stretch from Fenway Park. Let's check in with your Need to Know with NESN Daily, presented by Sun Life Financial. Here's Jade McCarthy. By Safeco Insurance tomorrow in Game 3 of the series, Red Sox will take on Ricky Romero for the 2nd time this season. There'll be a few Sox who'll be happy to see him. Dustin Pedroia, Kevin Youkilis, David Ortiz, and J.D. Drew are all hitting better than .385 against the Jays lefty. Pedroia leads the way at .538. Ortiz has a team-high 7 RBIs. Drew, who struggled against lefties, is 2 for 2 against Romero this season. NESN's live coverage begins at 6 o'clock when Red Sox first pitch hits the air. There's a bunt bid popped up foul. And out of play by Jacoby Ellsbury. Ellsbury is grounded out tonight. Foul. Struck out. Another foul, full swing this time, and it's 0-2. Euclid, who has been a banged up guy anyway lately, gets hit in the upper back yesterday and feels the effects into his neck and back of his head last night, which is the reason he left the game, but should be back tomorrow. Ellsbury grounds it to Mike McCoy at second base. One down in the 7th inning.
Doing more on defense is brought to you by the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. That's the power of Home Depot. And Marco Scutaro playing a very solid shortstop tonight. That play was on McCoy, and this on John McDonald.
One out in the 7th inning, and Marco Scutaro coming up. Scutaro has flied out to right, flied out to center, and single. In there for strike one. Broken bat grounder towards McDonald at short. His throw is good, and there's 2 outs in the 7th inning. Well, coming up after the game tonight, it's Granite City Electric Red Sox final with TC, Peter, and Heidi. Check in on all the highlights from around the majors, including CC Sabathia and James Shields in action tonight, as well as Albert Pujols' return. Plus a preview of the series finale tomorrow night as Tim Wakefield goes for career win number 198. It's all coming up after the game, only on NESN. So 2 outs here in the 7th inning. And Adrian Gonzalez takes strike one. Adrian was hit by a pitch in the 1st inning, struck out in the 3rd, singled in the 5th. Fouled off. The facade back down again. Adrian down 0-2. Sean Camp warming in the pen for the Jays. As Brett Cecil nearing 100. He's at 96 right now. Gonzalez strikes out. Waved at that, and it ends the 7th inning. We played 7 from Fenway. Red Sox on top 3-0. And Varitek contributing back in the second inning. This RBI double. It's the Red Sox on top, 1-0 in the game. They get 2 in the second and 1 in the third on this home run by Dustin Pedroia in the cleanup spot tonight, hitting his 8th home run of the year and giving the Red Sox a 3-0 lead. 4 hitless shutout innings for Jon Lester, but then he's got to leave with a left lat strain at the end of just 4 innings tonight. That was the end of his night. And Albers took over for 2 shutout innings. Franklin Morales for shutout inning, and now it is on to inning number 8. And Daniel Bard is on the mound for the Red Sox in the 8th. His 39th appearance, 1-4 with a 2.25 earned run average. 40 innings, 39 Ks. Well, it's sitting at 163 against him. He's gone 15 1/3 consecutive scoreless innings since May 27th. It is the longest active streak in the majors at the moment, and Boston's longest by a reliever this year. JP Arancibia lead it off here for Toronto in the 8th. And takes ball 1 inside. Arancibia has walked twice in the game tonight. 2 of the 3 walks allowed by Red Sox pitching in the game. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Moving fastball at 98. Swing and a miss, drops the slider on him, 1-2.
Yep, fastball followed by the slider. Slider outside part of the plate, finishes off the plate, but Arancibia can't stay off it.
Back to the gas, a 1-2 pitch. It's by him, 99. Little extra. 1 down in the 8th.
Red Sox bullpen to this point has done a wonderful job in this game tonight. Barnes striking out the first batter he faces. Back to the fastball for the strikeout.
One down in the 8th inning for John McDonald, who was popped out to second base and grounded out. Jay's team has been kept at bay here tonight so far. Just 1 hit as a bat with 1 out in the 8th. Fouled straight back, 1-1. Straight back, 1-2. Boston Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you in part by Eastern Bank, the #1 SBLA lender in Massachusetts in 2009 and 2010. Find out more of what we're made of at easternbank.com. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out in the 8th. McDonald lines one to right. It's in for a base hit. J.D. Drew over to play it, but John McDonald with a 1-out single in the 8th.
Now McDonald just trying to make contact right there. Down 1-2 on the count. Gets the fastball down in the strike zone. And trying to avoid the strikeout. Just make contact. Something good might happen, and that time it did. The base hit for McDonald.
Pinch hitter coming up here for Mike McCoy, Aaron Hill, who is a normal second baseman for the Jays. Had the night off until now. Take strike 1. Fouled straight back, 0-2. Sebia strikes out. McDonald singles. 1 out, 1 on. Aaron Hill pinch hitting here in the 8th. The 0-2 pitch to left field, and McDonald goes back to make the catch shy of the track. 2 down in the 8th.
There's a case there where Bard wanted to throw the slider away, and instead it stayed inside. Hill had a good swing at it, made good solid contact, but fortunately for the Red Sox, it Dono McDonald.
So 2 down, McDonald at first base. Another pinch hitter, Eric Thames. He started yesterday's game in left field. In the air to left. This is struck pretty well. McDonald going back onto the warning track to make the catch. Balls hit well out towards left, and McDonald tracking them all. Red Sox lead at 3-0. Three 3-0 Red Sox on top of the Blue Jays as they come to bat here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Pedroia, Ortiz, and McDonald. But Cecil still on the mound. His 98th pitch is in there for strike 1 to Dustin Pedroia. Changes defensively. Eric Thames stays in the game and goes into right field. Moving from right to center is Travis Snyder. And coming in at second base is Aaron Hill after he pinch hit from Mike McCoy in the top half of the 8th. Pedroia lines one foul. Goes down 0-2. Tagged his 8th home run of the year back in the 3rd inning. Solo shot, which at the time gave the Red Sox a 3-0 advantage. That's where it stands here in the 8th. Cecil ready with his 100th pitch. And it's up high, 1-2. Bullpens are busy. Sean Camp, who was up earlier, is back up again for Toronto. And the closer getting ready for the Red Sox, Jonathan Papelbon. To right field. Eric Thames makes the catch for the first out of the 8th. Send it down to Heidi.
Don Clay Buchholz will head to North Carolina in the morning to see a back specialist, Dr. Craig Brigham. I talked to Buchholz before the game. He said the pain, he doesn't have any pain in his back when he's resting, but when he tries to throw, the pain is about an 8 on a scale of 1 to 10. He is going to go and get checked out tomorrow. Terry Francona said that he's hoping Buchholz can get some answers and maybe some peace of mind if they do find it is in fact just a muscular strain. Don?
All right, Heidi, thank you very much. Well, based on that scale, it does not sound very good.
No, 8's not good. I mean, you and I live at a 5.
Yes.
You know how that feels.
Every day. Well, certainly not good when you couple that with the news tonight that Jon Lester leaves after 4 innings with a left lat strain. There's a strike, and it's 1-1 to David Ortiz. Ortiz doubled in the second, flied out to left in the third. He walked in the 6th inning. Inside, ball 2.
Look at where Bautista is playing now.
It's even further.
It's like they have 2 right fielders.
I mean, a step to his right or left is going to make it very difficult to throw out anybody at first base.
Even Big Papi.
There's a strike, and it's a full count. David didn't necessarily agree. Three-two pitch to Big Papi. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Wild swing, and it's 6 strikeouts for Cecil, 2 down in the 8th.
It's been a nice job that Cecil has done tonight against the Red Sox. There's the slider for the strikeout against Ortiz.
Two down in the 8th. And Darnell McDonald, the batter. Cecil throwing more pitches tonight than he has at any point during the season. And a foul tip at the plate. Darnell has grounded out to second, grounded out to third, and flied out to right. One and one. Off the pitcher, it gets into center. He's scalded back in the pitcher's direction. And Darnell McDonald, who had been 0 for 5 in the series, got a base hit here with 2 down.
Now McDonald's been busy out in left field tonight, and now busy at the plate. He gets the ball on the outside part of the plate, hooks it right under the feet of Cecil for the 2-out base hit.
Don't forget, coming up immediately after the game, to stay with us for WB Mason Extra Innings Live. It's all the post-game coverage you'll need right here on NESN. 2 outs, Darnell McDonald at first base and Jason Varitek the batter. A double to drive in a run in the second. Struck out and flied out. 1 for 3 night for Jason, who fouls the first pitch off. In there for strike 2, 0-2. Yankees out to that 6-0 advantage. They're still on top 6-0 against the Indians. We're in the 7th inning now. The Progressive Field in Cleveland, and the Indians are still in first place. American League Central. Tribe with a 1.5 game lead over the Tigers. Beat the Yankees last night, but trailing the Yankees and CC Sabathia tonight. Toss to first, and McDonald easily back.
I think the Tigers took over that spot briefly.
They did.
First place, and Cleveland has bounced back to go back into first place in the Central.
I don't think anybody anticipated the Cleveland Indians have a shot at being in first place at the All-Star break. 0-2 is outside, 1-2. Look at the American League Central. The Tigers are a 1.5 game back. White Sox 3.5 back, and then the Twins 8 back, who are playing better baseball, and the Royals, who are 12 out. One-two is in the air to right field. Thames in right, has to come in the end to make the catch that ends the inning. We head for the 9th. It is 3-0 Red Sox. Papelbon coming in. By Southwest Airlines, Dunkin' Donuts, Kia, and by Sullivan Tire. 9th inning from Fenway Park. Red Sox on top 3-0 as they go to the closer, Jonathan Papelbon. 34th appearance for Papelbon, 2-0 mark with a 3.58 earned run average, 17 out of 18 at save opportunities. The strikeout to walk ratio is 44-6. And opponents hitting at .242 against Papelbon. He got his 17th save of the year on Sunday at Houston with a scoreless 9th, and had struck out the side in that 9th inning. Ranked 7th among American League save leaders. John Dennis and Jerry Callahan don't have nearly as many Twitter followers as the Rembog, but that does not mean you can't follow them every weekday morning starting at 6 on the WEI Sports Radio Network. Tomorrow, Jerry will join Dennis and Callahan for his weekly appearance. You won't want to miss that on Boston's Best Morning Show on Sports Radio WEI, also right here on NESN. I think I called you Remlog.
Did you really?
Yes. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, that could catch on.
The Remlog.
I'd have to change a lot of things, though.
Here is Corey Patterson to get it started in the 9th. And he takes strike one. Patterson grounded out in the first. Grounded back to the mound in the 4th. Walked in the 6th inning. Fly ball down the left field line. McDonald over by the seats, but won't have a play. Tomorrow after Red Sox first pitch, join us for Red Sox Game Day Live, presented by Uno's with TC, Peter, and Heidi at 6:30. Sox President and CEO Larry Lucchino will join them live on stage to preview the series finale with the Jays, plus the Boston Globe's Peter Abraham. Bring you all the latest Red Sox news coming up tomorrow night. Live coverage begins at 6, only on NESN. 0-2 pitch to Patterson. Wow. Looked pretty close, 1-2.
Take a look at the Amica pitch zone. Very close. We're in Pittsburgh and we met Larry Lucchino's brother Frank Lucchino, who looks just like him.
Did you think it was Larry at first?
At first I did when I looked at him from behind, and he introduced himself as Frank.
The 1-2. On the ground, Papelbon can't get it. It's into center field. Leadoff base hit for Corey Patterson to begin the 9th. That is just the 3rd Blue Jays hit of the game.
Right over the top of Papelbon's head and into center field. Reaches up with the glove, can't make the play, and the leadoff base hit by Patterson.
Now Jose Bautista, he struck out, flied out deep to the triangle in right center field, and then singled in the 6th inning.
That's a play right there. That might be the play of the game.
In the dirt, and it's 1-1. A reminder to stay with us for Granite City Electric Red Sox final. Complete post-game coverage coming up after the game from our NESN studios. Leadoff single for Corey Patterson here in the 9th inning. Jose Bautista, who's 0 for 7 in his career against Papelbon with a walk. Count of 1-1. On the slider misses, and it is 2-1. John Farrell's Blue Jays won the first game of the series here yesterday. Terry Francona's Red Sox have a 3-0 advantage in the 9th. Bautista hits one high and deep to left. Back goes McDonald looking up, and that ball is going to be gone. Off the light tower and left, a 2-run shot, and just like that, it's a 1-run game. High towering blast off the tower and left. It's 28 now.
Well, the bad news is 3-2. The good news is 3-2. Bautista, the home run hitter, coming up with one man on base, and a high, long home run here at Fenway Park.
Still nobody out in the 9th inning of the first hit that Bautista's had off Papelbon. Lind with a swing and a miss. First home run that Papelbon has given up since June the 1st against the White Sox. Paul Konerko had taken him deep last, but here it is Jose Bautista. 0-1 to Lynn. Swinging a foul, 0-2. Mark Zepchenski getting ready in the pen for the Jays in case we need a bottom of the ninth. Oh, 2 pitch to Adam Lynn. Swing and a miss. Papelbon strikes him out. 1 down.
Papelbon going to the slider against Lynn to pick up the strikeout. There's the breaking ball down and in, actually out of the strike zone, and Lynn becomes the first out of the ninth.
Edwin Encarnacion, the batter, he is 0 for 3 in the game tonight, striking out twice and flying out to third base. In there for strike 1. Zipped in at 94. Two for 2 against Papelbon with a double and a home run in his career. This time it's out to right center field and it's in for a base hit. Now 3 for 3 against Papelbon as Drew will get it back in, but the tying run is at first now with 1 out for the Jays.
Now most innings recently have been pretty routine for Papelbon, not this one. The single, the home run, strikeout, now the single by Encarnacion. High fastball he gets on top of to put into right field for the base hit.
Now Frank Francisco is up in case the Jays come out of this with a lead. Encarnacion at first base, 1 out, and Travis Snyder the batter. Snyder hits it in the air to left field. Darnell McDonald going back onto the track at the wall to make the catch. Guns it back into second base. 2 outs. That was a loud out.
McDonald feeling for the wall. That's how close he felt he was to it. Puts his hand out when he gets to the warning track. Never quite got to the wall.
Two down in the ninth. J.P. Arancibia, who has walked twice tonight and struck out. Ball 1. Arancibia 0 for 1 in his career against Papelbon. Ball 2, 2-0. Runner at first, 2 down. 2-0 pitch to Arancibia. Fouled off, and it's 2-1. Twelve home runs this year for the Jays catcher, J.P. Arancibia. Bats here with 2 outs in the ninth, tying run at first base, and Edwin Encarnacion. Ball 3. On deck, John McDonald with 2 outs in the ninth. 3-1 pitch. Arancibia takes strike 2, full count.
No fastball that time either from Papelbon on the 3-1 count. He goes to the slider. Don't see him do that very often. And that fooled Arancibia.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, top of the 9th. Throw to first, and Encarnacion back to the bag. Runner goes as Arancibia takes ball 4.
Papelbon, as he's been doing, is going away on 2 strike counts. That time just missed up and out of the strike zone.
A tying run is in scoring position now for the Blue Jays with 2 outs in the 9th inning. And John McDonald will be the batter as Kurt Young out to talk to Papelbon. They will devise a plan. Hess and Hess Express are proud sponsors of the Red Sox and the Red Sox on NESN during the 2011 Red Sox season. Hess and Hess Express will donate $500 to the Red Sox Foundation for every Red Sox home run. Hess and Hess Express, committed to helping the cause. Red Sox on top by a run with 2 outs in the 9th inning. Tying run for the Jays at second base. Go ahead run at first with 2 outs in the inning, and John McDonald the batter. He has popped out, grounded out, and singled. Strike 1. Papelbon starts off ahead. John McDonald in his career against Papelbon, 1 for 3 with a strikeout. McDonald on a check swing, goes around, says Brian Knight. Wow, it didn't look like it. It's 0-2.
Didn't ask for help either, made the call by himself. Good. I'm not so sure about that one.
Papelbon ahead 0-2 with 2 outs and 2 on in the 9th. To left field. This will get in for a base hit around from second base. Comes Encarnacion, the throw. He will be out at the plate, and the Red Sox win. How about that finish from Fenway?
Well, everybody's surrounding Donnell McDonald right now, and they should be, but what a block of home plate by Jason Varitek. Here's the base hit. McDonald does a great job to get to it. Now watch Varitek and watch that left leg. Just blocks home plate. No chance of the foot getting in. 2 great plays. The throw and the block. Look at that. Now the right foot might have got in, but I know the left foot didn't get in. What a way to end the game. I think the right foot went right over the top of the plate, to be honest with you, but it doesn't matter.
Well, Bob's Discount Furniture will be stepping up to the plate again for the Jimmy Fund this season. Bob's Discount Furniture will donate $1,000 to the Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon for every Red Sox game saved. So far this season, Bob's Discount Furniture has donated a total of $21,000 to the Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon. A 3-2 Red Sox win here tonight over the Toronto Blue Jays, and this one a little tighter than yesterday, but the Red Sox will win it. For Jerry Remy and Heidi Watney, I'm Don Orsillo saying goodnight from Fenway Park. Join us again tomorrow night for the series finale. It'll be Wakefield facing Ricky Romero. Live coverage from Yawkey Way begins at 6. It's been a presentation of NESN, New England's most watched sports network. Let's send it now to the NESN HD Television Center and Tom Caron.